After 95 minutes of football in the second leg, Barcelona have beat Atletico 1-0 to go through to the Copa del Rey final. And honestly, what an intense game this was. It felt like I was about to have a heart attack near the end, but finally Barca have done it. It was really tough, really tight match. And honestly, if you were to look at the stats, you would think it was just a walk in the park for Barcelona. Atleti, on paper or on stats, I should say, didn't really do much. But man, it was just really, really nail biting. I feel like we could have scored more in this game, but man, it feels good to get to the final finally, where it will be an El Clasico final. And Madrid, we have something waiting for you, man. Let's get into this game and go over some key moments. I mean, immediately getting into the match, Lewandowski was benched today, so Ferran did end up starting. And Yamal, what a cook session he had today. Immediately in the first minute, he already was creating a big chance. Gets past one player, plays a pass inside, and it's actually almost an own goal. It was a good tackle in the end, but almost an own goal into their own net. Musso ends up catching it anyway. But just, Aleti was putting a lot of pressure on us, and really the whole game, but especially in those opening minutes, they were putting pressure on us. We were waiting for our chance, and we did end up getting that. Lamine Yamal, like he was doing the whole game today, creates this chance for Ferran. What an absolutely just lovely pass from him. Really, really good stuff. Plays into Ferran, who gets a soft shot on it, but it's just enough to get it past Musso. And that ends up being the only goal of the game. But man, what a moment that was. What a, just an incredible and important goal we needed. Especially just, and that wasn't the end for Yamal this whole game. I mean, like I said, the whole game it was cooking. It took till the 27th minute to get a goal, but really, really good stuff. We almost even had another one after that. Yamal again, dribbling past a couple of players, able to play a pass into Pedri, and he tries to backheel it. Doesn't really get enough power on it. Ends up being a really big scuffle in the box. Shots getting blocked, shots going, wayward, but sorry, shots going wayward, but we should have had, I feel like more goals at the end of the first half. Rafinha also had another chance on the counter. Yamal again was on the end of that, playing a lovely pass to him. And it was ended up being saved as well. Rafinha, I think, had a little bit of a tough time today, to really get good shots off or kind of good. He wasn't really making the best decisions. I know, obviously he might be fatigued from the international break and his first game coming back after being benched for a little bit, but it is what it is. I feel like we should have been up more at half. And then, if we're just looking at the stats, especially, Atleti really didn't offer much. I mean, they were making it tough for us, but you could just see we were pretty much, on the stats just dominating. And in reality, I feel like the whole game we kind of were, in a sense, in terms of, trying to create stuff. I feel like maybe it's just we didn't have as much control just because, we were always trying to attack so much. And, the times we did have control, we were having some, lovely movements and stuff. And I think especially after that half, that's when it did get tough for us because Atleti started putting more pressure, wanting to create, more chances. A lot of them were offside, but, they were trying to create something. They were fouling a lot today. There was a moment earlier in the half where Rafinha gets hit by Aspilicueta, in the back of the ankle, and he gets a yellow card, and they do check for a red. And I guess I can understand that maybe it's not a red card, but, it is a bad tackle and really mistimed. And, a lot of the Atleti players are getting pissed. The Barca players are confused, like, how is that not red? But, I think the referee was, for the most part, on point today, besides, here and there, like, weird calls. But, it's to be expected. It's nothing against the referee. I think he did good with, what he was trying to. But, yeah, lots of, chances. Eric Garcia and Araujo came on, in the 58th minute. Eric Garcia was playing deeper, which allowed Frankie to go a little bit up more, which I think helped. Frankie was, the whole game, ball carrying, driving towards the goal, trying to create stuff. Yamal as well, kind of scared me for a bit because he did get hit later in the game, with a strong tackle that he was kind of limping for a bit, but he did end up saying, he doesn't want to come off. So that is pretty good. Sorloth scored, but it was offside, so we got lucky. Lewandowski came on later. Yeah, I think as soon as Lewandowski came on, in a weird way, we did end up controlling a bit more. later on in the game, having those passing triangles, those movements, keeping the ball really well, some lovely skill here and there. But yeah, I think we should have definitely won by more. Although I am not complaining because it was really tough to at least for this season for us, it's been really tough to go to that stadium and just in general to play Atleti. We see like early in the season when we gave up the lead and ended up losing a game. Then the Copa del Rey first leg, where it was 4-4, and we ended up blowing the lead there too. Then coming back, and then now able to actually know when to suffer a little bit throughout the play, and even though it wasn't a crazy amount of goals and stuff, to hold on to that lead, to have the mentality be like not to panic and stuff. Even though the team did look a little bit nervy, but just to relax and not go too crazy. Chesney, I think today especially really did help us, to keep that composure. He wasn't making like any like crazy saves or anything, but he was very no nonsense, not trying anything stupid. When he had to get it out, he'll get it out, and just holding on to the ball, making sure, don't give Aleti nothing. Just if I have to kick it long, kick it long. Just or if I have to make an easy save, hold on to it for a bit. That's all you have to do. But it was really great stuff. It did kind of scare me at the end because Gerard Martin came on, and I think he was, having some good defensive moments, but he gave away a free kick in the last minute, which was like, oh no, like, please don't let anything happen now. In the last minute, Musso came up, the goalkeeper, the Atleti goalkeeper, and last minute to try to help the team, to try and get a goal, and that was when it was really nervy. We also gave away a corner, but ended up, not resulting into anything. And like I said, just really, really nervy stuff. Intense game. Not much other than that, I have to say, other than just what a performance by Lamine Yamal. Just he really was in a good mood today, I feel. Really wanted to take on players, dribble, lovely dribbles, getting past so many players, able to create chances. Just a lot of the chances we did create really did come from him. I think Pedri as well today, I think was really good, but in the sense that he was really good defensively, and obviously he always has that bit of control. But I think more so leaning to just that defensive work he was able to put in, to be in the right position to intercept. A few other players did really good as well. Frankie, with that ball carrying. A couple moments where he kind of still does that thing where he hesitates and doesn't play, let go of the ball when I feel like he should. But really good stuff. Really great stuff, obviously, from our defense. Just, to not let Atleti have any chances, the high line, the offside, whereas keeping them offside, just clearing out things, like I said, no nonsense, just really good defensive work from them. And obviously our attack, it is unfortunate that we just weren't able to score a lot, but I don't really have anything else to say other than that. We have an El Clasico final, so that should be really fun and really, interesting. It really does feel like we're going to play Madrid a lot, in the finals. We had the Supercopa where we beat them. Now we have them in the final again. That match against them in the La Liga, I think, will definitely be a title decider. And then, the Champions League is still open. So we can see we have another game, yes, in 3 days, the Champions League against Dortmund. So really good stuff. And I'm really happy we're in the final to win, hopefully the first out of the next three trophies, or I should say the first of the three trophies we have available. So really good stuff from the team. Very happy, and that's really all I have to say. Visca Barca, and I'll see you guys in the next one.